Alright, good morning guys. How we all doing today? So far so good. Overall though with what we covered for the weekly watch list, especially on more of the larger time frame as well. I think a lot of the setups are actually playing out pretty nicely here. We had a really nice flag breakdown as well on this 4-hour structure on QQQ. And it looks like we might be, yeah, we're tapping into a bit of a lower trend line right now, I believe. Depending on how you draw it, but yeah, it looks like we are tapping into this lower trend line here on the daily. We are also nearing daily time frame inbounds, which is my target for the week roughly, about 485 to about 480. So I think we could have a little bit more room lower. However, this is where I would definitely start to expect um, some bars to step in for sure. Because we're opening up right at, yeah, pretty much 489 we're opening up at. So 489. Yeah, we have a little bit more room down for me. I would like us to tap into, like I said, that 485. That will get a tap off that previous high from June, I believe. Yeah, June here. Be a tap off that previous high. And then that would also give us a tap into that imbalance right there. So for me, a little bit more room. However, like I said, we definitely should be expecting to see some more buyers start stepping in now that we filled pretty good chunk of that daily time frame imbalance there. And that's going to be for QQQ as well. Let's take a look at Nvidia. Okay, yeah, Nvidia here as well. Pretty nice structure um, coming in, right? We initially had that short off that GP after we popped up above this kind of flag. This was last Friday, so with Sunday's watch list, we were looking for this recapture back below this trend line, and we were looking for this retap into this lower trend line here. So this actually still has quite a bit of room down. I think as long as we don't hold this kind of lower trend line here, if we could get another daily close lower, probably below 123, this could actually get pretty ugly and head down all the way to 114 for me. But then again, that might need some time to actually play out. So I'm also not sure if we'll see that coming into this week. Yeah, similar structure on the weekly so far. Yeah, we are tapping off this lower trend line. So yeah, Nvidia definitely could start to see some buying come in here in terms of this daily structure. Actually, wait, I don't even know we're opening. We're opening up at 121. Okay, no, so we actually are opening up at a gap down here. So this is actually a really nice level that we're sitting at right now. So we're opening up at 121 here, which means this trendline structure actually did end up breaking, um, which means we are gonna need to fill this gap overhead. So we definitely could look to see a back test into that 125, fill that imbalance, and then continue lower. Otherwise, this might just actually end up being a gap and go structure right here. So below probably 120, we could definitely look for more downside for sure on Nvidia. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. Yeah, Samir, I believe TradeVate is working. So it should be good, but if you want, I would probably just test like a single micro, just buy it and sell it really quickly to see if your trades are going through. 29. Yeah, so another thing I also am watching is going to be Apple here. Apple ended up also having a pretty big gap down, and you see that we actually ended up filling Monday's imbalance when we had that gap up from was it 230 to 231, pretty much for Sunday's opening right here. So we actually did end up filling that, and we are looking about, yeah, we're pretty much tapping near Friday's lows just about. So below overnight lows, we definitely can continue lower here, but I wouldn't be surprised if we started to see some buying step in here, as we did get that gap fill there on Apple. Let's take a look at Google. I'm just checking up on how these setups are playing out so far. I think Google's going to be a really nice one today as well. So Google looks like we're going to be opening up right at 182 here. So 182 is going to be pretty much perfectly right at that lower trend line. Or not lower trend line, sorry. This low. Remember, we were watching the setup on pretty much the daily time frame, right? We were watching this Google setup on the daily down to 182 for a potential head and shoulders setup, right? So we actually are sitting right at this 182 level now, so I wouldn't be surprised if we started to see some buying come in here. Bought us back up to 185 and said that would set up for that right shoulder, which should send us to another new low and fill that daily time frame inbounds down to 177. But definitely below overnight lows here. We have a lot of room down. Yeah, probably below, I'd say 181 as just a safer spot. Below 181 on Google. Looks to me like we have a little bit more room down to that 177.
Morning, guys.
Hey, morning.
Morning. Happy Wednesday, guys. Hope you all had a great night and are having a good morning so far. AMD did get our move. I wanted 170.88. We might, depending on how the market opens, we might see 167.66, which would be pretty much almost in the money, but I'm probably not going to be holding for that. These are going to open really nicely. I would say anywhere from 150 to 200% potentially even. Um, so you already know I'm going to be taking those profits. And as far as the market goes, I mean, yesterday did look really toppy, and I kept mentioning that throughout the day on voice. This could just be our initial sell-off, and there could easily be more. And we do have some more downside room here on the ES to, I'd say, about 56.32 to 66 or 56.40. That's the next main area of support that I have. So we might continue to sell it open. So no bias for me. We do also have a Fed pretty quick today, so make sure to check out market analysis and be aware of all data.
This almost looks like a bit of an H sub coming in here from SPY, this pre-market.
Yeah, either that or it looked below failure if we see buyers, but this is a perfect. Once again, I think we might see a little bit more downside, but I could be wrong. We could get some FOMO buying. Kind of what Kara mentioned also in market talk,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, for me, I would have to see this level hold here if we do want to see a, maybe a smaller pop up, but for me, we definitely have room below this if we do get this breakdown lower.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning, Ben.
Morning, Ben.
morning, Ben.
How you guys doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty well. Nice to see a pullback finally.
Yep, this downside's pretty healthy here. This downside can help us create an eventual upside move once we find some support or a bottom here.
Yeah, AMD is already starting to kind of flip here, so I think this might get bought pretty quick. I'll be selling everything right at open, you guys.
Alright, before we open here, does anyone have any questions on kind of like those individual tickers that I just took a look at earlier? I think everything still looks pretty good for the most part for what we're looking at this week. Just need to see if we want to continue based off where we're sitting at right now.
All right, so key levels I'm watching on Qs is gonna be 486.85, as we had some resistance back in June, I believe this was. Yeah, June 18th and the 20th. And then I'm gonna be watching 491. We do have a couple imbalances above us, sitting at 488.95 and 489.75. But those two levels are going to be the main levels I'll be watching for some sort of reaction. And I believe we have a Fed speaker right at open.
Yeah, we do. Like 9:45, I think. 9:35, Waller.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I'm all cash. Sally's AMD, you guys. I mean, these could easily see 167.60, but these are already going to be up really good. Don't be greedy with it.
It looks like spies and Qs have a very similar open coming in here.
Looking like it wants to set up for another leg almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna trust this opening candle though, so I'm gonna wait.
Yeah. Especially with Waller on in 5 minutes. Alright. 15 seconds again until we're open.
So for me, I'm going to be looking for a double bottom setup here. I want to see bull step in twice. I'm not going to take a blind buy at a support. I just want to see buyers step in at a support twice before I take any positions here. That gives me evidence of a bottom.
I'm at a 240. What was that? 247 there for 167%.
Nice trade, man.
Thank you.
Beautiful swing.
Nice job.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, my top step chart is actually frozen chin. I mean, if we, that's another reason to not trade that. So, I mean, I wasn't going to trade the first 5 minutes anyway, so. All right. Well, AMD did hit 167.66. Wow, AMD is still going. It might be one of those days where AMD just sells 10%, 7 to 10%. We'll see.
Yeah, I had a bit of a flag here, actually during the pre-market. Broke out of it really nicely off this open. Looks like SPY is holding up here a little bit better though, compared to Qs. for this opening candle here.
Just a reminder, Fed Waller is going to be coming on now.
So far, Apple looks like it's the only name that's kind of popping up here. Could see a back test of previous low of day up to 432.50, just about, or 232.50.
All right, so yes, up to 56.69, pretty key level here. Above, we do have our previous demand zone, so that would be flip to supply here. Well, let me rechart this actually. Give me one second. Yeah, so I have supply at 56.73.50 to 56.80 about. So that'd be a spot that we would need to break for continuation, or that might be a retest for more downside. I haven't really looked at Apple. Apple's basing here pretty well. Nvidia kind of seems stagnant. Microsoft, not too healthy.
This 5-minute candle so far did get kind of sold off pretty hard after backtesting view up there. We did also get that close below overnight lows. As I mentioned, I would like to see this level hold here. Otherwise, for me, I think we have quite a bit of room down. If we don't want to hold this on a larger time frame here.
Waller did mention time to cut policy rate is getting closer. I don't know how much I trust that though, because It just doesn't kind of seem like what we were saying with Powell the past two speeches. Tesla actually looks really good here. Might look to get into that. I would, right now today's Wednesday and we have a pretty volatile day, so if I'm going to be day trading anything, more than likely going to be taking next week expirations.
Yeah, it looks like Q's contracts are quite juiced, sitting at 35% IV.
I was just saying Tesla is pretty juiced too, 71%. We might have, yeah, the Waller's speaking. We might have elevated premium, so I might wait. Sales will more than likely crush once he's done. Yeah. Given our data after that, I mean, oil data, there shouldn't be much volatility. Bill auction, bond auction, and beige book. Yeah, I don't think anything's going to be holding that volatility. And as far as tomorrow, I'll have to check what we have tomorrow. I know we're entering tech earnings next week, so there's probably going to be build up in individuals like that. So we got to watch that. Yeah, I just can't buy 70% IV here with Tesla because if you're wrong, you're going to get those contracts are going to go against you quick. Yeah, top step charts are still laggy, so I'm not going to trade on that. Microsoft gaming gaining some momentum here. Those contract premiums are actually pretty normal. Might look to get in the 450 calls here.
Looks like Apple gave up that morning move here. Yeah, Microsoft is starting to kind of come back. Although Nvidia is still pretty flat here. Not a whole lot going on there. I would like to see that name kind of at least get a little bit more movement coming in.
All right, guys, I'm in Microsoft 450 calls for today, 123. If you'd like, you could take next week expiration, or you could wait for this first 30-minute candle, but main watch would be on the indices here. QQQ really needs to stop selling, but we do have a lot of selling in alt tech as we've seen. Microsoft, one of the relative strength movers here. Ooh, Apple just flipped. Yeah, Microsoft really the only big tech that I like currently.
Still nothing for me here. Just letting this downside play out if we get it. The Dow is still really strong, just like yesterday. Oil is strong as well.
Yeah, I wanted to go long with the ES there, but I can't touch this with the broken platform. You know, the chain's moving fine, but chart's malfunctioning, and I don't like that. Of course, I mean, I do have my chart, but yeah, I hesitated at 56.62 entry there just because 8 of 8. But I think we might, if we could break over this 56.66 area, then we'll retest that 56.69. And above that, we should be in that supply area, supply zone.
Yeah, from a flow perspective, I'm still seeing a lot of Q's puts on the ask for tomorrow, decent sizes and calls on the bid. That key level I was talking about, we're pretty close to it, the 486.85. If we do break that, I can see us coming down to test the lower imbalances at 484 area.
I just got a pop-up on Top Step that said we will be rebooting data services shortly. Microsoft moving well here. Contracts up 13%. Yeah, so just be a little bit more patient here with Top Step. I'm sure they're going to fix it soon.
Alright, I tried a long there on NQ at 22. I'm gonna see if this could get bought up here up to view up. I'm gonna actually have a really tight stop down to new low of day. So it may actually get stopped here, but we'll see. Just because this move, if it gets bought down, we'll probably will continue lower here.
$487 is a good level here on QQQ. See if that holds. If not, I think we might see a quick flush to 486. Microsoft trying to hold up, but we need Apple and Nvidia to wick here, and we'll be good.
Yeah, for me, I want to see Nvidia kind of hold this kind of trending structure. We're at this lower trend line here, but kind of just bouncing back and forth. I do like Microsoft though. It's kind of popping up here. Just need to see this recapture. Like above this previous candle. SPY is moving pretty nicely here though. Back up to
Yeah,
this
SPY
560.
SPY's looking nice. Is at 56.69 on ES as well. Tech needs to wake up, and I think SPY pops. Kind of similar to yesterday with SPY outperforming. I did join you in that long at 20 or 215. I'll be probably targeting 260 actually. It's looking like that's a pretty nice base if we can reverse.
I'm going to be looking for a back test on that overnight lows. Pretty much also lines up right at VWAP to 488.13 pretty much on QQQ. I think I got saved by that one tick there, actually. That was pretty
Yeah, I actually got pretty
ridiculous.
close too. My stop was at 2205 and our low is 206.25, so
Yeah, we're up
that
nice
is a
here.
nice break.
So
I just took 600 on that at 245, but I'm going to look for a re-entry. Microsoft stagnant here. 444 is just kind of consolidating. And now at this point, I'm waiting for ES supply. This is kind of where I have my supply zone drawn. If we could breach this and stay over VWAP and still see dip buyers, I'll go ahead and join in on the ES party here and look for 56.92-ish, 56.86, kind of looking for a larger scaled reversal. A lot of these overnight moves are typically, depending on, of course, sentiment, these are sometimes bought up quick. Got to keep an eye out on volume. If we have drop off middle of the day like we did yesterday, it might not happen. We may have a really slow grind. But
ES is finding a lot more strength than NQ here. Tech is definitely the reason why. Overall, the markets are decently strong here. Healthcare is up 0.5% today, the healthcare sector, XLV. If tech begins to reverse here, we'll see a nice upside push. The major weakness in tech seems to be semiconductors. We have Nvidia down 4% today, and AMD down 6%.
yeah, sellers are sitting there right at that supply slash VWAP for ES. See if this dip gets bought back.
Looks like a pretty large order on QQQ for tomorrow's expiration. 480 puts 1,000 contracts on the ask at a 0.63 premium.
We have Apple here getting this back test of overnight lows, just shy of a view up. However, Nvidia is starting to get this break below this 120.50, which is that overnight low on Nvidia there as well. Let's see how this 10 a.m. candle closes though. Actually not really liking this setup anymore here. Nvidia breaking down here, but it's looking like we probably put a new low in here. Yeah, I did get stopped there at 5 as well.
Yeah, well, sentiment's still pretty bearish here. Now ES is topping.
Yeah, I was up 25 points on there at one point, but was looking for that overnight high tap. Literally just shy of it. I think we're about 5 points off my target, but yeah, we are actually going down pretty nicely here though. We looks like we are coming into a daily imbalance, which is what I was watching for Sunday's watch list. Yeah, pretty much just coming into it right about now. It's a pretty big imbalance. I believe it's all the way down to 482. Not sure if we're going to be able to
Wow,
fill
look
that,
at this
but
price action. I said straight to 486, but I didn't mean it in 3 seconds. Wow. Sorry to cut you off there. That's
yeah,
just
no, you're
wild to
good.
see there.
Yeah, that's also another reason why I had pretty tight stop at new low of day, because yeah, this would be a pretty quick drop off here. This level didn't hold, so
Yep, there's 486. Jeez.
yeah, Nvidia has quite a bit of room here now that we are below that 120. I'd like to see this larger time frame close below 120 as well, but has probably room down to like 116 or even 114 for me. Apple seems to be flagging here a little bit as well. Bit of a bear flag there. Yeah, so we're just now tapping into that daily imbalance here. This is also a bit of a GP level here on QQQ here as well. Probably down to yeah, like 45. I like this for potential long. Otherwise, I think if not there, then probably it's going to be 482 for me.
It's looking like we want to blow through 486 too. QQQ here. That would not be good.
definitely have room here.
Yeah, still seeing puts being bought up here on the ask and calls being placed on the bid. So definitely a lot of people still leaning on the bearish side. We are tapping an imbalance here, but I'm looking at the lower one at 44.40 for a reaction.
Don't think we'll see any reversal anytime soon. This is really aggressive selling here, high volume.
Mm-hmm.
If this downside is due to rotation, then we definitely won't see any reversal anytime soon, I don't think. Just waiting to see where we stop. No knife catches here, for me personally.
Yeah, I liked 56.66 possibly there, but we blew right through that with the yes. And now next level I have is 56.55. Once again, ES is holding up 10 times better here than tech, to say the least. We're still in our overnight range. We haven't made a new low. NQ made a new low by what, 100 points there at least. But if anything, I think, for upside, it might be a little less riskier to play ES again, just due to our strength here. But yeah, I'm on the same boat here. If I don't get 55 or 56.55, then I'm not gonna touch anything yet.
I
But
think
56, 50, yeah, go ahead.
No, you can finish.
Oh, I was just saying 56.55 looks like a solid level with the double bottom here in our pre-market. So
I honestly think ES would be green here if not for tech.
Mhm.
We do have strength in healthcare and financials, XLV and XLF. If tech was just cooperating, I think we would be green on ES today.
Oh, easily, yeah. Even if tech was just consolidating, because that's what tech was kind of consolidating there at VWAP at a 950 candle at 10-minute chart. That's when ES was trying to push higher, and then that's when we rejected when that's the Q starting, selling started. Sorry. Here's ES. We're about 1.5 away from that 55. If we blow through this, guys, it's gonna get really ugly. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt a long here, 56.55. 4-point stop. And if we don't hold here, then I will not catch knives today. Period. Try it one time here because this is a nice level, but I think sentimental flip if we don't bounce here. Really key level. Here's a low of the day test.
Completely blew that first imbalance.
Okay, here's a potential look below failure if we can reclaim low of the day. If not, we're gonna get stopped. Yeah, tech's pulling us down hard. 485 now, wow. Alright, that did get stopped over. That's fine. Once again, I'm not going to catch any more knives. I'll wait for a clear reversal now, and we could easily make that back.
On the 4 hour for NQ, we're actually re-entering the area that we broke out of a long time ago. So in the second half of June, we broke out of this 2-week consolidation range between, let's see, 250 and then 201.27, around there. And we're actually re-entering this area. So if there is going to be a structural reversal, this is where it's going to happen, in my opinion. So look to this area for a potential reversal. This is a previous resistance, a big one, and it's going to act as support in this downside today, and probably overnight as well.
You're talking about 484.50-ish on QQQ. I think that
That's
might
actually exactly what I'm watching.
yeah. But once again, once we get our reversal, it's not going to be, and it might be a quick little pop, and it might get sold more. So that's also what I want to watch for. Just any reversal here is going to be really generous, so we don't have to be the first to catch that. But yeah, so yeah, ES did break structure here, and if anything, it's the selling if QQQ does break that is due to also ES weakness.
This might not even happen today. We could see this downside, just chop a little bit, see it overnight or tomorrow.
Pretty large below the bid orders on the 43 puts for today. Collectively about 1,000 contracts below the bid. So pretty large profit taking from what it looks.
And there's that little pop, and it short-lived, and Bear stepped in on it. So that's what I was looking for there with ES. And if ES actually starts selling, because ES isn't down really that much at all today, so we have a lot more room down.
Yeah, so my mic was muted when I was in that trade there. Um, just a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, our session high on NQ's 249.25. Wow, we were pretty sold.
Yeah, I just caught that momentum after it got stopped. Looking to ride the wave with kind of like the selling pressure there. But we did tap into that 485 level, which also is our first tap into the 61.8 GP. This is going to be more of a larger time frame structure, so this probably would need some time to actually play out. So as you guys said, probably not looking to take any knife catches, because if we do get some type of reversal or buying stepping in, it will be, I'd imagine, a pretty big move. So definitely would want
Yeah,
to wait for some confirmation.
I'd just catch my piece of that. That's all I'm looking for.
Nice little flag breakdown as well here coming in from Apple. The flag played out nicely. I believe Microsoft is also tapping into a bit of a gap here. Let's see. There's something drawn here. Yeah, so weekly inbounds are actually coming into on Microsoft. It's gonna be, yeah, from that previous flag breakout um, at 430. We have a pretty big imbalance from 430 to 441 here. I would like this down to 430 for a back test of that uh, support there.
There's a 655. If bears are still in control, they're gonna sell this right here. Clean liquidity grab right here with that breakdown. There's our that retest and that possible re-entry spot for the next leg down, or even just load the day test again. That would give 10 points about with the S. Just to keep in mind, you remember this is no clear reversal just yet. There's nothing confirmed. I'm waiting. I'll wait till this 10-minute candle closes here. Still not too promising. I'm liking where we're building momentum, but I just need to see more confirmation. Alright, we do have buyers stepping in here. It's getting really choppy, but I did go long NQ 2128 with the stop loss at 2155 or 115. Just risking 250 for this. Targeting 155. Well, there's my 155.
That was a quick one.
Yeah, it was.
Very nice.
Thank you. I finally saw sentiment shifting at each little dip. We started seeing buyers, so just wanted to make that really quick. And with all this back and forth, that's all I'm targeting. And that's just that previous just previous resistance in smaller time frames there. You guys could easily use this for a better entry price for another leg down. We can't forget that NQ is down almost 200 points on the day, so we have a lot of recovery if anything. So I'm going to take small pieces here, small pieces there. Yeah, my hotkeys are Alt M to mute and unmute.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you could
because
just
I mute
yeah.
from my actual mic, because right now I have two
Oh
monitors,
yeah.
but I use both monitors for char, so I need to go back and forth between Discord. I've been meaning to get a third
Yeah.
one strictly for Discord, but yeah, when I mute from my mic, it doesn't say anything, obviously, unless I have to actually look at it. That's
Right.
like,
It doesn't do the Discord like doo
yeah.
doo. Right. Yeah. And then that's why you'll always see me flip mine. It's like I'm checking if it's muted or not.
Yeah.
So if you ever see mine like flicker on and off, that's probably what I'm doing. I'm making sure it's not on. Because I've had my hot mics before. They're not fun. But yeah, it's nice because it's just really easy to press. They're right together.
I
Alt
think I'll do
M.
that now, actually. I'm gonna do that
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, do that. And there's actually what I was going to tell you too. If you look up on Amazon a Samsung S22 E450, I believe it is. It's a vertical mount monitor, and that's
Oh,
perfect for Discord because you see more chat. And that's what I use. And a member bought it for me a long time ago from making money off of my trades, and it was only like 120 bucks.
cool. What was it called again? I'll take a look into it.
Samsung S22 E450. I can send it to you too. And for anybody, just trading, I mean, it's a great monitor to have. It's really inexpensive. I've had it for 4 years. I mean, you're not going to break a monitor, and like I know it's really low FPS, but what do you need FPS for Discord? So it does a job. It's vertical mount. You could also, like, it's horizontally it comes horizontally, but you could change it to vertical. So that's what I like about it. No, like FP or well, yeah, no, yeah, refresh rate. Sorry, yeah, obviously frames, yeah. But I mean, yeah, for gaming, I mean, you want like a 240 hertz monitor, but yeah, this one is only 100 hertz, I think.
Yeah, I would strictly just use this for Discord because my monitors I
Yeah,
have right now are kinda like the main ones.
yeah, my main monitor is a $600 G-Sync, so and I really want one of those ultra wides.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this is a 240 that I do my gaming on whenever I do game. Then I have a 160 hertz too.
So far, nice interaction off this 485 level, as well as that 61.8 first GP tap right there. Definitely expected to see some buyers, but I'm not sure if this will be a full-on reversal here.
Oh, absolutely. CH, are you in voice? Yeah, you're in voice. So, I mean, all that is it's refresh rate. So, price will be moving quicker than you're actually seeing possibly on a 60 compared to a 360. And even though then 360, you're still not seeing it at that instant price, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, that's why I trade on my main monitor. Yeah, my two. Yeah, those are really cool, man. I just don't know. Like, see, that just looks so weird though. Like just being by itself.
Looks like a
I think
slot
like
machine, bro.
yeah, you're like, hey, come. They're like, come look at my PC. They're like, what the heck is that? You're like, well, you don't understand, but you'd be gaming on the bottom. You'd have your charts right above you, but I don't mind having the charts on the left or right. But I really want to mount a monitor like one of those ultra wides above all of these, and then I'd be set.
Yeah, I don't think I have enough desk space for a monitor that big, I'll be honest.
Yeah. I actually got really lucky with this desk. This desk, IKEA, I think it's like, I'd have to measure it, but this thing fits. I could probably put like two more monitors on here somehow. They'd be behind each other, but there's so much space on this thing. But if you ever need a desk, IKEA, just order it and build it. They have really good desks. And this desk, if you bought it at say Target or something, it'd probably be 600-700 bucks. So yeah, the
Hey,
top of
Cruz,
that thing will get all dusty. Yo, what's up?
send me that monitor. I was trying to look for it on Amazon. I can't find it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Would love to have a monitor just for Discord, so I don't gotta switch back from the Webull to Discord.
Right. With Amazon. Oh yeah, it's Prime Day today. You guys should probably check
Yeah.
that out. That's 22 E450. Oh, SE450. My fault. Yeah, it's $92 today.
Oh, it's SE 450.
Samsung SE450. And yeah, I just got the little 21.5 inch. Or do I have the 24 inch? I forget which one I have. I can look real quick.
I'm gonna be long here on NQ. I'm in at 2014 1.5 here.
I actually forget how to check which. Okay, so that's used. That's why it's $92. Do they not have any new ones now? Okay, I found it. I guess they only have used ones. I wonder if they just don't make them anymore.
Oh, it might be like a outdated kind of thing, right?
Yeah, no, I got it in like 2020, so it might be like a newer model. Yeah, I'll still send you this one too, just so you could see
Yeah.
which one it is and if you could find one new. I don't know.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah.
CH, that's crazy, man. 2.6K for that monitor. That's wild. I don't even think my PC was worth that much. I think I bought it for like, well, I built it, but I think it was like $1,600, something like that.
Yeah, so even if you just type in vertical monitors, you see a lot. They have a Dell one, they have an LG one, 150 bucks, 200 bucks.
Okay, okay, I like this.
They have a BenQ if you want to get fancy, 305 bucks. Asus, but yeah, that Samsung SE450 one was the cheapest one that I could find. Because he was like, he said, I want to buy you something, on Amazon. And I was like, well, shoot. And he was like, just send me something. I didn't know what to, get. I didn't want to, get something big. So I found that and it'd be useful for trading and send it to him. And he sent it to me.
And that's actually super nice.
Yeah. Wonder what he's up to nowadays.
Of course, they don't ship to Canada. So classic.
Yeah, but I bet you if you look up vertical monitors, you'll have like your local stores. I don't know if you have like Staples.
Yeah, we got Staples, Best Buy. We got all those.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. 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 You'll find something there.
Yeah, for sure.
No, Best Buy is not awful. I built everything from Best Buy, man, dude. Geek Squad is actually pretty intelligent. Well, it depends where you're at, I guess. I don't know. I've had good and bad experiences. What state do you live in? Ah, okay. Well, yeah, they probably get looted, man. Just kidding. I'm glad that stuff has kind of calmed down over there in Chicago. All the looting and New York. That was just. All right, guys. So as far as smart goes, we obviously have a volume drop off, and bears are still in control here. QQQ is actually flagging, but keep in mind the flagpole is from the upside to down, so that's of course a bear flag, right? So we are bear flagging, and bear flag, technically means consolidation before another leg down. For me to be bullish, I need to see this bear flag break to the upside, and we would need to reclaim 486, which is a key level. So until we're above 486, I'm still bearish.
Yeah, it looks like Nvidia also is flagging here at this 119. This may be setting up for another push down, but yeah, like you said, until we get back above 486 on Qs. I don't really like longs for me. SPY is trying to hold this overnight lows though. Did get that kind of fake breakout there. Got bought back up immediately, and then looks like we're trying to use this as support once again.
Yeah, SPY looks 10 times better. If anything, I'll probably be touching SPY or ES. I don't really like to trade NQ a lot, but I mean, like I said, there's going to be a generous move upside, so I'd just rather catch NQ with that. Could have caught either one, but yeah.
All
That
right,
was
I'm long
perfect.
here on ES2 at 56, 57 here.
Nice. I like that. As long as we could stay above that 56, 55, that initial double bottom, pre-market double bottom that we lost, we retested, we reclaimed, and now we're trying to hold. It's a nice little setup. Really choppy, break above, break back above, hold, but this would be the spot where we would bounce.
Alright, so with that candle close, we actually did create a sell side imbalance here. I'm going to be watching this imbalance at 486.40. I think 0DT contracts are still inflated. Yeah, 32% on Qs.
All right. I did just join you as well here, 56, 57. Just had to wait until it filled. I like that for potential upside. I'm just going to target 3 points here. I'm not going to look for anything big, just to top off the account for the day. We could get this move. Like I said, we do need to hold this 56, 55. Okay, we just got stopped out.
Okay, I did get stopped out on ES as well.
Yeah, Bears are still in control. QQQ peeked back into this bear flag area. We attempted to break out, but we couldn't quite get above.
It looks like this 5-minute candle is going to try and close back below it.
On NQ?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it would need us to reclaim that 154 area. Nice gap upside to 209. But sentiment is still pretty bearish. I know we did also just have 1030 data, which is just oil.
Like starting to find a bottom here.
Yeah. Trying to. And Q is having a hard time at 153. And QQQ did technically reject that 486. We're still testing this here.
Okay, I'm gonna go for re-entry here on ES. I'm in at 56, 54.5 here.
Yeah, this might be our breakout above 486 with Qs.
Okay, here's our push. Looking to see for NQ here if we can get a retest of VWAP.
All right, guys, I'm getting in Friday calls. QQQ calls 491s at 129 here. I do like this potential bottom. And I am also taking some 0 DTEs as well here at 110, 487 calls. I hardly do this, you guys, but I do like this setup. Of course, I'm going to sell the 0 DTEs first. I might hold on to those 2 DTEs a little bit longer. Looking for 487 test for the 487 calls. Once again, this reversal should be generous if we can get some buyers to back this.
All right, moving my break stop on my NQ trade to 21.45 here. So this trade is risk free now. I want to let this ride a little bit higher before I take profits here. But just in case, we do have the break even stop here.
For me, I actually just ended up going short on NQ at 68. Pretty tight stop, kind of above this flag. I'll be looking for this flag to break down here.
All right, I did get stopped out there in profit, just a few points, but I did not lose anything for this one.
Yeah, so for me with this trade, I like this back test on NVIDIA there. Got that back test of view up and quick rejection. We're also flagging on a couple of individuals here. Apple, Microsoft, Google is bear flagging here a little bit. So for me, I would like to see this 5-minute candle close lower, and I want SPY to also get this close below overnight lows for a further push lower for me. This actually moved pretty quickly, so getting more of this break here. I did take a trim here. I took half off at a 28 right there. Took half off at 28. I'm gonna move my stops to break even or in profit. I'm gonna be looking for a little bit more here though. Probably a new low of day with the other half here.
Hey, nice catch, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, solid short, man. Spies liking this 5650 level so far. Or ES, sorry.
There's a 5-minute candle here on QQQ. Did get that break below that higher low structure. 5-minute candle close lower. However, I would like to see this follow-up 5-minute close below 485 again for a new low of day to come in here. Looks like we are also starting to get a little bit more of a breakdown coming in from individuals, Apple, Microsoft, and Google. You guys can feel free to take this whenever you want here. This is, well, depending on your entry, but this is about 50 points for me here. And for me, I'm just gonna move my stop to 160, so about 8 points in profit. Getting more of a breakdown from this flagging structure. I'm probably gonna get out here, guys.
Nice trade, man.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, on for NQ here, this is a potential double bottom here. Just seeing if bulls can hold it all here. Yes, this also has support at 5650 here.
Okay, I'm on my other half right there at 08, 2108. So that is 60 points right there for that other half.
Nice trade.
And that'll probably be it for me for today, honestly.
All right, stopped out of my ES position here.